What's up? It's your friend SKR Studios, and today I'm going to be going over 21 Pilots songs that don't have a music video but deserve one. So let's just get into it. The first one I have here is The Judge. I always thought The Judge should have a music video. The Blurryface track list is very top heavy with music videos. Basically from track 1 to track 6, there's a music video for every video, and then 7 and onwards, there's nothing. I know this kind of defeats that because, The Judge is right after Lane Boy, which it's track 7, it's still in that order, but I feel like, this isn't as egregious. And what I would do for a Judge music video is I would have Tyler playing the ukulele in court with Josh as his lawyer. Sometimes, the drums are there, sometimes there's not. The judge that he's talking to could be Blurryface. He could be pleading to Blurryface, to set him free, to stop holding on to him. And I think this would be really cool to end in Tyler going to jail, sort of making this a prequel to the Heathens music video. Next, I have Morph. This is actually a pitch that me and my friend did for our TV club back in 9th grade in high school. We wanted an animated music video of Tyler turning into different entities from the lore and lyrics from the song when they pop up. Like maybe Tyler can turn into Ned for a second, and maybe when it says ones and zeros, it could turn into him being ones and zeros for a second or something. And he would turn into Josh at one point, maybe at the end when it says Josh done, and then maybe Josh can go crazy, animated on the drums. But I think that 21 Pilots not having many animated music videos besides Christmas Saves the Year, that's all I can think of right now that has one. This would be really cool. They could get a fan animator to do this or a couple fan animators to do this, and Tyler just morphing into different beings from the lore would be pretty awesome to have in an animated version. Next, I have Neon Gravestones, and I think this would make a perfect lore music video. I think it could be Tyler walking through the graves of the outskirts of Dima, as seized vultures watch him, and maybe we follow a citizen's story as they commit to vialism, and then Tyler sees their grave. Something like that would be really cool. I would probably have this before Nico and the Niners in the lore story, before Tyler escapes with the Banditos or something like that. And I feel like it would just be cool to walk around the outskirts of Dima with all the gravestones. We really only see it in Paladin Strait for a quick second. Next, I have another lore-related music video. I would do No Chances, maybe as the final Scaled and Icy music video. I feel like we didn't get a lot of Scaled and Icy music videos that had to do with the lore very heavily, and I think that this could be the Bishop's perspective, catching escapees and maybe making Tyler do the same. Maybe they're still controlling him and they're making him go after the escapees or the banditos that are trying to escape and taking them back as, his eyes turn red and he is just singing along to the lyrics. I think that would be really cool. Don't really know what Josh would do here. Maybe just play the drums in the background or not be in it at all. There's some music videos where Josh isn't really featured, but I don't. Josh usually in all of these, he's just playing drums in a random spot. So just when I give these pitches, imagine that. So for Vessel, I wanted to do Fake You Out. I feel like this would be really good for a music video to describe the night cycle and make it more cinematic than something like Guns for Hands, which is a little more, just whatever. I think a cycle where Tyler during the day is driving, walking, and in his house happy, laying in bed, doing stuff with his family, stuff like that would be cool. And then at night, he goes to the highway and almost gets hit by a car, almost like the Next Semester video, but, make it a little bit different with the headlights and maybe make the symbolism he's driving the car that's also going to hit him. I feel like that would work really well. And then I think that I would also make him almost get hit by the car, but before the impact comes, he wakes up and then the cycle starts again. And that would be the main point of the music video. Again, maybe Josh could be playing the drums on top of the car that's going towards Tyler. I don't really know what he would do here, but yeah. For a self-titled music video, I was going through options. I thought about Fall Away, I thought about Implicit Demand for Proof, but all in all, I think an Addict with a Pen music video in the style of Truce, where it's just Tyler playing the piano, but on a small stage in an empty venue as the room floods, maybe because, he says, I haven't found a drop of water, but maybe, towards the end, the room starts to get little drops coming in, and then the room floods, and it's just Tyler playing the piano underwater would be pretty cool. It would make it more interesting than the Truce music video instead of just playing the piano. Josh could be there as well on a small stage, and I think that this would work really well just for, their first music video ever, probably, if this came out around that time. And I think that Addict with a Pen being the song that they mainly play live and one of the most popular from Self-Titled really warrants it being one of the music videos that would be considered for Self-Titled. Then we have Vignette. Vignette has a music video, but if you've seen my music video ranking, you'd know that Vignette is dead last. I feel like it's just wasted potential, and Tyler wasn't taking it seriously enough. I feel like Vignette should have been the middle lore music video of Clancy rather than Navigating. Navigating is really just at the end of the day Tyler walking through Ohio woods and Josh walking through Ohio woods as a campfire or a bonfire goes on in the background. And I feel like Vignette would work really well as Tyler walking through the woods as seized vultures follow him, and his black paint just covers him more and more and more until he's completely covered or invisible. When I first heard Vignette, the first thing I thought of was the black paint being the vignette that is covering him. And I feel like that just makes a lot more sense than what they did with the flashlight in the Vignette music video that we have in this world. So I think that Vignette would actually work really well as that middle lore-related music video in between Overcompensate and Paladin Straight. But last, I wanted to do Forest from Regional at Best. I think that this would be great to have the forest fit kind of in the music video and just have Tyler and Josh furiously making out in a treehouse. Way too short for my soul, cortisol. Days feel like a perfect length. I don't need them any longer, but for goodness sake, do the years seem way too short for my soul, cortisol. Way too short for my soul, cortisol. Earn my stripes, 300 tracks in my Adidas track jacket. Plus your ear holes while you're reacting. Godsmack, don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate. I said I fly by the dangerous invincible. Don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate. And by the time I catch in my peripheral, what? Don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate.